Managing a small business, from good idea to successful business. A good idea is only the beginning. When we think about entrepreneurship, we often focus on the beginning. Someone has an idea, sees an opportunity, and starts a business. But opening a business is only the beginning. Entrepreneurship is accepting the risk of starting and running a business. Risk is the possibility of experiencing a loss or an outcome different from what was expected. Notice that entrepreneurship includes both starting and running the business. An entrepreneur may have a great product or service, but long-term success requires decisions about customers, employees, money, pricing, competition, and operations. Having a good idea matters. Being able to manage that idea as a business matters just as much. The good, the bad, and the ugly. Being an entrepreneur can sound pretty appealing. Be your own boss. Set your own schedule, make your own decisions, build something that's yours, and maybe make a lot of money doing it. There are some real advantages. Independence means having greater control over your own decisions and the direction of the business. Entrepreneurship can also provide opportunity, the potential for profit, and the satisfaction of building something yourself. But there's another side. Being your own boss doesn't mean you have no one to answer to. You have customers, employees, suppliers, lenders, landlords, and possibly investors. Entrepreneurship also involves uncertainty, which means not knowing exactly what will happen or what the outcome of a decision will be. And then there's the ugly. Being your own boss doesn't necessarily mean working less. Especially in the beginning, the entrepreneur may be the owner, manager, salesperson, marketer, scheduler, bookkeeper, customer service representative, and problem solver. Employees still need to be paid. Bills still come due, and sometimes the owner gets paid last. Entrepreneurship can provide independence, opportunity, profit, and challenge. But those rewards come with risk, uncertainty, responsibility, and hard work. Being your own boss doesn't mean having no boss. It means accepting responsibility for the business. Is it really a business opportunity? Not every good idea is a good business opportunity. A business opportunity is an idea that has the potential to become a successful business. A need is something necessary or important to a person's well-being or ability to accomplish something. A want is something a person would like to have but could live without. Businesses can address both. Entrepreneurs also look for customer pain points. A customer pain point is a specific problem, frustration, inconvenience, or unmet need experienced by a customer. Maybe customers don't have time to prepare dinner. Maybe they can't find reliable pet care. Maybe an existing service takes too long. An entrepreneur looks at that frustration and asks, "Can I solve this problem for the customer?" Many successful ideas aren't completely new. They simply solve an existing problem better, faster, easier, cheaper, more conveniently, or with a better customer experience. But customers wanting something isn't enough. The entrepreneur needs the skills and resources to provide it. Customers must be willing to pay a price that allows the business to make money, and the business has to be able to keep going. A great product that costs $4 to make when customers will only pay $3 isn't a good business opportunity. A good idea has to work as a business. Small business. Advantages and challenges. A small business is an independently owned and operated business that is not dominant in its field and meets certain standards for size. Small businesses create jobs and provide products and services, but one of their greatest advantages can be flexibility. A local restaurant may hear customers asking for a new menu item and try it next week. A national chain may need months to make the same change. Small businesses may have fewer resources than large companies, but they can often know their customers personally, make decisions quickly, and adapt. Being small creates challenges. It can also create advantages. Starting a business doesn't guarantee success. One reason small businesses struggle is managerial incompetence, which means lacking the knowledge or ability needed to effectively manage the business. Someone may be an outstanding mechanic, baker, photographer, hairstylist, or carpenter, and still struggle as a business owner. Running a business requires more than being good at the product or service. Owners may also need to set prices, manage employees, pay bills, keep records, work with customers, and make financial decisions. Another common problem is inadequate financial planning. Financial planning is the process of determining how money will be obtained, spent, and managed in the business. A business needs enough capital, or money and other resources used to start and operate the business. Owners have to think beyond what it costs to open the doors. They also have to ask, how much will it cost to keep the doors open? Cash flow and the unexpected. A business also needs to manage cash flow. Cash flow is the movement of money into and out of a business. Money comes in when customers pay the business and goes out when the business pays wages, rent, inventory, utilities, insurance, loans, and other expenses. Timing matters. A business may have plenty of sales but still struggle to pay this week's bills if customer payments won't arrive for another 30 days. Owners also need to prepare for setbacks. A setback is a problem or unexpected event that slows progress or creates a new challenge. Equipment breaks, employees quit, suppliers raise prices, sales slow down. Planning as though everything will go perfectly is not much of a plan. Successful owners leave room for the unexpected. Pricing can make or break a business. Price is the amount a customer pays for a product or service. If the price is too high, customers may go elsewhere. If it's too low, the business may sell plenty and still lose money. This is where revenue and profit matter. Revenue is the total amount of money a business receives from selling its products or services. Profit is the amount remaining after the business pays its expenses. Suppose a business generates $100,000 in revenue, but has $105,000 in expenses. It didn't make a profit. It had a loss. That's why more sales don't automatically mean more profit. Entrepreneurs have to understand what customers are willing to pay and what it actually costs to provide the product or service. Customers are at the center of every business. A market is a group of people with unsatisfied wants and needs who have both the resources and willingness to buy. Small business owners may have an advantage because they interact directly with customers. They hear complaints, compliments, requests, and changing preferences. And those preferences do change. A restaurant may still serve excellent food, but if customers increasingly expect online ordering and convenient pickup, the way customers want to buy has changed. Owners should continually ask, what do our customers need? What do they want? What frustrates them? What do they value? Businesses also need to understand their competition. Competition refers to other businesses trying to attract the same or similar customers. A local coffee shop doesn't compete only with other coffee shops. It may also compete with convenience stores and fast food drive-thrus. Customers have choices. Understanding why they might choose someone else helps a business determine how it can provide better value. For businesses with employees, hiring, training, and motivating people are critical responsibilities. Training is the process of teaching employees the knowledge and skills needed to perform their jobs. Motivation is the internal or external drive that encourages someone to take action or put effort into their work. Employees often represent the business directly to the customer. A restaurant can have excellent food, but poorly trained employees, incorrect orders, and long waits can still drive customers away. Employees are also part of the business's operations. Operations are the day-to-day activities involved in running a business and producing or delivering its products or services. Operations may include scheduling employees, ordering supplies, managing inventory, maintaining equipment, processing orders, and serving customers. Good operations help a business deliver what it promises. Poor operations create delays, waste money, frustrate employees, and disappoint customers. Entrepreneurs also need accurate records. Record keeping is the process of maintaining accurate information about the activities and finances of the business. Owners need to know how much money is coming in, how much is going out, what they owe, and what others owe them.
A business owner might say, "We've been really busy, so business must be doing great."
Maybe. But being busy doesn't necessarily mean being profitable. Expenses may be increasing faster than revenue, or the business may be selling products with very small profit margins. Good records replace guesses with information, and good information leads to better decisions. When something goes wrong, the obvious problem may not be the real problem. A symptom is a visible sign that something may be wrong. A root cause is the underlying reason the problem is occurring. Suppose customers aren't returning. That's a symptom. Why aren't they returning? Because wait times are too long. Why are wait times too long? Employees can't complete orders quickly enough. Why? They constantly have to stop and search for supplies. Now we've moved closer to the root cause. The owner might initially think, we need more customers, let's advertise. But advertising could actually make the problem worse by bringing more customers into an operation that can't serve them efficiently. Business problems can also be connected. Lower sales can lead to fewer employee hours, which can lead to slower service, which can lead to unhappy customers, which can lead to even lower sales. Before choosing a solution, understand the problem. Sometimes the most useful question is simply, why is this happening? Limited resources mean choices. Even when owners understand their problems, they usually can't fix everything at once. Resources are the things a business uses to operate and accomplish its goals. Resources include money, employees, time, equipment, inventory, technology, and space. Because resources are limited, owners have to prioritize. To prioritize means to decide what is most important and should be addressed first. Imagine a bakery has an outdated website and an unreliable commercial oven. Both need attention. But if the oven stops working, the bakery can't make anything. The oven probably comes first. Those choices create trade-offs. A trade-off occurs when choosing one option means giving up another option. They also create opportunity costs. Opportunity cost is the value of the next best option you give up when you make a choice. If the bakery spends its available money on the oven, it gives up whatever benefit it might have received from spending that money on the website. Business decisions aren't only about what you choose, they're also about what you give up. Not every business problem requires spending money. Sometimes the solution is changing how the business operates. A store might schedule more employees during its busiest hours. A restaurant might reorganize its kitchen. An owner might clarify employee responsibilities. A company might improve customer follow-up or eliminate an unnecessary step in a process. These changes require thought and effort, but they may cost little or nothing. Before spending money, an owner should ask, is money really what this problem needs? Sometimes the best solution is using the resources the business already has more effectively. Every business decision has consequences. A consequence is the result or effect of a decision or action. Suppose an owner reduces employee hours to save money. Payroll goes down. But customers now wait longer, become frustrated, and some stop returning. The owner solved one problem, but created another. That may be an unintended consequence. An unintended consequence is a result of a decision that was not originally planned or expected. Good business owners think beyond the immediate result. A decision that saves money today could cost customers tomorrow. A decision that costs money today might prevent a much larger problem later. Entrepreneurs don't have to know everything. Business owners may need outside advice in accounting, taxes, legal issues, marketing, insurance, or finance. They may turn to accountants, attorneys, bankers, experienced business owners, or business advisors. Organizations such as the Small Business Administration, Small Business Development Centers, and SCORE also provide resources and assistance to small business owners. Knowing when to ask for help is part of good business management. Owners also have to adapt. To adapt means to adjust your actions when circumstances or information change. Customers change, competitors change, costs change, technology changes, unexpected things happen. Small businesses may have fewer resources than large organizations, but their ability to respond quickly can be a major advantage. Entrepreneurship begins with an idea. But a good idea is only the beginning. Successful small business owners understand their customers and the problems they are trying to solve. They understand their competition. They manage their money, cash flow, pricing, employees, operations, and records. They prepare for setbacks. They look beyond symptoms to identify root causes. They prioritize when resources are limited. They recognize trade-offs and opportunity costs. They consider the consequences of their decisions. They ask for help when they need it, and they adapt when circumstances change. Being an entrepreneur can offer independence, opportunity, profit, and the satisfaction of building something of your own. But those rewards come with risk, uncertainty, responsibility, and hard work. A great idea may get a business started. Good decisions are what help keep it going.